Conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Siakam outside. VanVleet with a screen on Porzingis. Siakam for three. Toronto the rebound. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now a timeout called by Washington.
DC family. Your Wizzards dancer.
He's checked in for Gafford.
Wizzards dancer. Make some noise.
VanVleet outside. Anunoby on the take. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
That's a high percentage shot by Jakob Pirtle. He capitalized on that one.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. You know, he's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Kuzma with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes.
I'm not surprised to see Kuzma throw it down. He's got the length and leaping ability to do so.
Siakam outside. Timing in. Good. And VanVleet gets the assist.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Porzingis passes to Kuzma. Morris outside. Kuzma finds Morris. 6 to shoot. It's Beal on the wing. Shoots over Anunoby. Morris for three. Barnes with the rebound. The Raptors have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. 4-3. Knocks down the triple.
Trusting his mechanics, Barnes puts the shot right up.
Beal against Anunoby. Beal the pass to Morris. Beal outside. Now Morris. Back to Beal. And Washington again with the bucket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And he's able to get it back. Barnes, it's good.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Avdia.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle and stolen by Porzingis. Pass to Beal. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Avdia. And here's Morris. Connects from downtown.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Pass to VanVleet. Pirtle in the post. Working on Porzingis. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Wizzards basketball.
The Wizards with a lead. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
Morris can't hit. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
Beal, the pass to Porzingis. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from Barnes. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Scotty Barnes gets a little room to shoot the corner 3, and he drains it.
Morris outside. Kuzma, the pass to Morris. Up top, Beal. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. And Anunoby for 3. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Raptors. Hitting 3 trays in the quarter, providing some sharp shooting. All right, stick.
DC family, a big round of applause.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Well, in my opinion, the way the 3 has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
So the Raptors 5 right now. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
And just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing. That 2021 draft class was stacked with talent. You look at a guy like Scotty Barnes. He went 4th overall, a player any team would love to have.
Here's Wright. Uses the glass on the layup. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Anunoby on the take. Right side Barnes. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. I'm not sure what got into him.
Washington making some changes. Kuzma's checked in for Kispert. Beal comes in for Nunn. And it's Morris in for Wright. And Toronto calls time here.
Zane Morris. Timeout on the floor. Raptors timeout. Here comes Great Research. Get on your feet and get loud.
The Wizzards making a switch here. Ophia's checked in.
Let's hear you get loud. DC family, make some noise.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Yep, that one goes.
What agility from Fred VanVleet in the paint, zipping around the defense.
Morris passes to Kuzma. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Morris has got his 4th assist in this one. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
As a distributor, Fred VanVleet is so effective. He knows when and where to feed his guys.
Morris passes to Kuzma. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, They're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now. No question.
And Pirtle using his frame well, drawing the defense into him on his shot. You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria. Jakob Pirtle is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
To the paint. Avdia. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Avdia's gotten 4 this quarter. Toronto trailing. Barnes goes in. Pass to Pirtle. Soft touch off the glass. You know, Pirtle's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or world championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A. I know he really carries the flag for Austria. But the game is growing there because of Jakob Pirtle. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
Siakam finds Anunoby. Fires the 3. Avdia pulls it in. The Wizards have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Morris passes to Kuzma. Here's Avdia. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Beal. And he drives in. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And look at this. This summer, a 5-year extension for Bradley Beal. One of the richest contracts in NBA history. Over $240 million.
And he's certainly elite. But does it surprise you that Bradley Beal has one of the biggest contracts in the NBA, Grant?
And that's just how it works. I mean, give it a few years and all the stars will be paid the same. That said, it must be nice. Those are some big checks.
And Siakam, here we go. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Kuzma with the ball. Van Vliet covering. Morris passes to Beal. 51 seconds left in the second period. Down low. The kick out to Morris. 4 on the clock. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. And another miss by Washington. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
That wing athleticism and toughness. The future for Anunoby is very bright.
Van Vliet against Morris.
Raptors foul. Pascal Siakam. Second personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for the Wizards.
Both shots good from the strike. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Van Vliet outside. It's Barnes on the wing, defended by Kuzma. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
What an athlete. Barnes flushes that one home.
And Monte Morris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Outside Barnes. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.
Your Wizards, 33. The Raptors, 31.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Hey, it's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Kispert is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Delon Wright. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Gibson in at the center position. That's the group for Washington right now. Toronto has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
Boucher passes to Achua. Another shot. Boucher, no good. The Wizards with a lead. Out left to the wing. Back to right. Outside none. Pass to Kispert. Achua with a steal. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Brian, the Wizards have been aggressively reshaping their roster. What they haven't done is tear it down and start a rebuild. That's often the most popular route for teams stuck in the middle, but the Wizards seem to be hoping they can catch lightning in a bottle. Back to you.
No appetite for the restart, Allie. Thanks. Just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, BA, mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Right, the pass to Gafford. Outside none. To the right side. Here's Kispert. He's guarded by Porter. No luck on that one. The Raptors have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. They get it back. Pretty even game going on here in D.C. Pass to Gafford. Here's Kispert. Outside none. Barton pulls it in. And for Toronto, their shooting has been excellent so far, around 56%. Boucher passes to Achua. Here's the second effort, and Gafford with the block. And here's Kispert from the arc. Offensive board. Pass to none. Here's Kispert. He's guarded by Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kispert. Good on the shot. And the Wizards lead by 5.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Porter. Back to Trent. Back to Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Once in a while, Porter will surprise you with a nifty dribble move. Wouldn't mind seeing more of this.
2 minutes.
Pass to Gibson.
Remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
And here's none. Back to right. And here's Kispert from the arc. No good on the shot. So the Raptors will take it the other way. A 2020 first-round pick. Precious Achua was traded before his second year in the league.
You know what's interesting, B.A., going from Miami to Toronto in the Kyle Lowry deal. It's rare to trade a guy after his rookie year. But Precious, he had a great second year.
Pass to none. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
On the wing, Porter. There's the drive. The rebound by the Wizards. And it's Gafford driving in. Count it. Good. And it's a 7-point Wizard lead.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
Pass to Barton. Goes up on the wing. Gafford grabs the miss.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it.
Right outside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Raptors shooting the ball at 48% so far. Porter, the pass to Barton. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Barton's got his first 2 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
None, no good. Boucher outside. Here's Achua. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Wizards up 5.
DC family, your Wizzards, UNC.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Toronto trailing. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. Siakam, no good.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Morris passes to Porzingis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
It's really good to see Kristaps inside forcing the issue. We know his outside abilities, but he can also bang down low.
Both free throws good from Porzingis. And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, BA, yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
And the call will be against Fred VanVleet. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Morris against VanVleet. On the wing, Kuzma. Outside Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Pirtle with the block.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Second personal foul.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
And it's in there.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Wizards with a lead. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Out to Beal. Pass to Morris. Launches it. No good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Driving inside. That's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. And that'll tie this game up.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Here's Beal. Oh, no good again that time. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Siakam finds Barnes. Now here's Pirtle. VanVleet, pass to Pirtle. Back to VanVleet. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Siakam. To take the lead. With the second effort. And Gafford with the block. Morris passes to Porzingis. Here's Beal. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Now Porzingis. He's covered by Siakam. And that one's good. Porzingis.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Here's Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Huge shot right there from Scotty. I love seeing him deliver these situations.
And the Wizards call time here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Wes Unseld Jr. had to say to his team. He wants all they have to give coming down the stretch, saying, quote, "It's not just the big plays. I want to see us making the little plays too, winning the 50-50 balls. That's the effort we need."
Allie, thank you. There's a minute 54 left in the fourth. Morris. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. It's Barnes Barnes on the wing. Pounded by Beal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Scotty Barnes is a natural leader, someone that wants to take important shots for his team.
Avdia, he's checked in for Washington. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Beal with a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Here's Siakam. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Such an important part of what this team does. A lot of weight on Siakam here.
And the second and 2 is good, and that gives him a lead.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Morris down low, guarded by Van Vliet. Here's Beal. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Pirtle. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, gets the ball on the way down. What a call that could turn out to be.
The Wizards shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. Beal outside. Kuzma drives in. Pirtle with some nice D.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Here's Barnes. Nifty move. Oh, he nails it.
Terrific at both ends of the floor tonight. Barnes showing why this team is so excited about him.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Morris passes to Kuzma. Three-pointer, Beal. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Now Anunoby. Pass to Van Vliet. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
The future that Scotty Barnes has in this league is bright. A versatile swingman with an outstanding work ethic. Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Here's Porzingis. Count it!
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
tonight, Doris, two of the top big men in the league going head-to-head.
Kevin, these are two teams that try to get their centers as many touches as possible. They are the axis upon which these offenses rotate, and how much the defense can guard that entry pass will be a key tonight.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Bridges. Cameron Johnson is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot.
Well, this is an aspect where Porzingis has been criticized, not rebounding with authority, but boy, he does so there.
Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Kuzma passes to Beal. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. GA, he's asked to carry big-time scoring, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Bridges shot good.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
And Beal kicks to Kuzma. Back to Beal. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound.
Well, hard blue-collar work ethic on display. This guy just beating everyone to the ball.
Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. For 3, Bridges. Rebound, Washington.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The pass to Kuzma. Outside, Beal. Over in the corner, Avdia. And the 3-ball is good. Avdia's got 5 points so far.
What a pass by Bradley Beal. This guy is an elite scorer, but don't forget about his passing skills.
Outside, Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Kicks it out to Johnson. Fires from the wing. That's no good, and this is his first shot of the night. Washington is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
He's still filling out that frame, but the Greyhound physique of Porzingis well suited to transition play.
There's the pick. Here's Bridges. Lays it up off the glass.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Wright. Over to the wing. Beal gets a wide open look. And again, Washington with the triple.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's Kuzma. Now the pass to Porzingis. It's Beal on the wing. The Wizards working the ball around now. Avdia, the pass to Beal. From deep. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
And over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Here's Dinwiddie, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signed the big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And the Nets with possession here, following the bucket by the Wizards. Passes it to Bridges. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Avdia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wright finds Porzingis. It's Beal on the wing. Now here's Kuzma. He's guarded closely. from outside off the mark. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 9 points. Good. Bridges got 6.
Oh, such a good shooter in general. The pull-up jumper is something Bridges has been working on.
Beal from long range. Got a hand on it. Now here's Johnson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
He got it up. It's not going to go for him. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Wizards.
DC family. Your Wizards. UNC.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Wizards.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
They've got Wright. Avdia out there with Kyle Kuzma. And there's Porzingis. And it's Beal in at the 2. That's the group start the second quarter for the Wizards. Now, here's Avdia. Wright looking around. And finished off by Beal.
Bradley Beal letting you know there's still an explosive level to his game. Off his feet, easy finish.
The subject of trade rumors year after year, Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who can do what he does with his level of consistency.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, die-hard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Dinwiddie outside. For the 3. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kuzma outside. Back to Beal. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Now here's Beal. He's got 9. Over Bridges.
Mikal Bridges doesn't take a possession off. You love his willingness to harass the offensive player. So disciplined, so tough. Great contest by the defender. That's a dunk you've got to put down in his face.
And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Wright. Beal's got 11.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Simmons. He kicks it to Dinwiddie. Back to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And Simmons slams it in.
Wow, how about that drive? That was no mercy on his way to the cup, Ben Simmons.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
You have to account for Jelon Wright at the cup. This guy has good size at his position.
Dinwiddie outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Simmons kicks to Johnson. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Beal against Bridges. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. .125 left to play here in the half. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Simmons inside. And Simmons slams it in.
Man, my goodness, the handle of Ben Simmons, the craftiness to get to his spot.
Beal taking his time here. Avdia kicks to Beal. Pass to Wright. Back to Beal. 5 to shoot. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. Bridges left side. Johnson in the corner. Dinwiddie outside. Beal against Bridges. The layup off target. Washington leading now by 3. Wright the pass to Kuzma. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Kuzma's got 5 points so far.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
Bridges dishes to Dinwiddie and counted from 19 feet away.
Assist goes to Mikal Bridges.
Porzingis. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. And thank you, David.
27. The net. 23. Man, put your hands together and loud for the Jabberwocky.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Second half underway. Here's who Jock Vaughn's got on the floor. Joe Harris is out there with O'Neal. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Curry. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 5. Curry passes to Finney-Smith. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Gibson down low. Wizards passing it around. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, you played on some gritty teams, and we hear that expression, getting punched in the mouth, and it's not usually literal. But what's that look like on the floor? What's it feel like on the court?
Kevin, you're just out hustling and out muscling the team. At times you'll see it. They kind of checked out mentally. And I'll tell you what, it is one of the best feelings in sport.
Here's Harris following the bucket by the Wizzards. In the corner, O'Neal with it. It's deflected. Pass to Finney-Smith. That's tipped, and they get it back. Harris's shot is good. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Wizards. The pass to Avdia. Nunn with it. O'Neal kicks to Thomas. Curry is inside. Defended by Nunn. Thomas passes to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. With the putback. It's good on the putback. Finney-Smith's got his first basket.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Those second chance points can add up. So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. So for the Wizards, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Avdia, and Morris subbed in for Wright. The Wizards with the lead. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Now, here's Nunn. No good there off the double clutch. near Curry as he lets it go. Good on the triple. Curry's got the lead up to 1 now for the Nets.
Well, that's about playing at a quick pace. Seth Curry gets ahead of the defender and goes right up with it.
O'Neal dishes to Thomas. O'Neal kicks to Thomas. Pass to Curry. From the arc. Outside for Thomas. This one for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Pass to Kispert to end the run. Nailed from three-point land.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Thomas. Banked in off the glass. Thomas got 5.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Gibson setting the pick for Morris. Here's Kispert. In the corner, none with it. Back to Morris. Pass to Kispert. From past the arc. O'Neal with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 3. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Curry passes to O'Neal. Missed inside. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. No good from Gibson. The Nets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Finney-Smith passes to O'Neal. It's Thomas on the wing. Over Gibson. Can't nail the jump.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the...
DC family, your Wizards.
While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball and not the perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bradley Beal is out there with Wright. Then it's Avdia. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Bridges shot. Good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
There's Beal with the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bridges finds Simmons. Back to Bridges. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Johnson. Here's the pass to Claxton. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. The Wizards working the ball around now. Avdia with a screen for Beal. Back to Wright. Beal against Dinwiddie. Porzingis. Good. And it's Beal picking up the assist. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
Scoring through contact is something Kristaps Porzingis has got to get used to in the NBA. Teams try to get physical with this guy.
Now, here's Bridges. Great open look there. And the Nets lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Dinwiddie against Wright. Outside for Beal. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. On launches a three. The shot by Beal, no good. Nets leading by 3. Simmons passes to Johnson. There's the dish to Simmons. Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Beal. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Washington.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Beal with it. Bridges covering. Avdia, the pass to Wright. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Wright. The shot by Beal, no good. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 3-point lead, and that one good.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beal, that's for 2. The Wizards with another miss.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end. Certainly, he cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now, here's Johnson. There's the 3. An offensive rebound, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Morris is checked in for Wright. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Spins on the wing. Back to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Avdia. In transition, here come the Wizards. Kuzma passes to Beal. Now, Avdia trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And Beal kicks to Kuzma. Back to Beal. Passes to Morris. Clock at 6. Wizards need to get a shot off here. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And the Nets with possession here after Avdia made the last three-pointer. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. It falls.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now, here is Morris. To the left wing. Avdia kicks to Beal. The 3. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Bridges outside.
Wizards.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful. Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional. He's got to embrace the moment and feel shining brightly.
Stolen by Avdia.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're behind by 3. 1 second left in the 4th quarter. Is what's your take?
And only one choice here. They need a 3. I'm sure he's going to sub in all of his best shooters. Under 2 seconds remaining. It has to be a catch-and-shoot 3 if they hope to tie it.
Bradley Beal is an elite offensive player, and now the pressure is on at the foul line. Can he come through?
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with
down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Ben Simmons is out there with Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now here's Bridges. Here's Dinwiddie. Can't hit from in close.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Bridges against Anunoby. Van Vliet, the pass to Barnes. Into the lane. Tipped. Bridges against Anunoby to the left side wing. Pulls up on the wing. Offensive rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Pass to Pirtle. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The three from Barnes. And again, Toronto no good.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
You know, the way things fell apart for the Nets has some saying the super team's era might be ending. The Nets went all in and handed over a lot of control to those stars. Now, can they reestablish the culture that attracted them in the first place?
Now here's Van Vliet. Here's Pirtle. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Bridges. Wing shot on the way. That shot is off. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Van Vliet, the pass to Siakam. To the inside. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Siakam.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer off the mark. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Kicks it out to Barnes. Drains the triple. Barnes has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Van Vliet outside.
2 minutes left.
Pass to Siakam. Now here's Barnes. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Bridges misses. The Raptors have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. We've seen Jakob Poeltl make huge strides with his defense since coming into the league, Richard.
He's become one of the top rim protectors. Each season, his block numbers get better. Players think twice about driving the lane when he's out there.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
And a fast break now for the Raptors.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Outside Simmons. Will it go? Bridges misses.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Claxton can't get it to go.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
And the bucket is good.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each edge.
And it's Simmons with the jam.
As point guards go, I don't know that anyone can throw it down like Simmons. He dunks more than most centers do.
Siakam outside. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter here.
That is first personal foul. Second.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for Toronto.
So he gets them both. 20 seconds left to play in the first. Bridges against Anunoby. Pass to Claxton. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Claxton. Bridges outside. From downtown. Sinks it from distance.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. 8 points.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Raptors. On the floor for the Nets, they've got Johnson, Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. 13 feet out. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Pass to Siakam. Kicks it out to Barnes. Claxton with a rebound.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take...
Okay, knockout!
Man!
Wow! Oh my. Big Ben showing us how it's done.
Outside Barnes. Here's the three. Can't hit that one. Brooklyn trailing. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Claxton. That shot off. Pirtle with some nice D.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team. And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Bridges finds Johnson. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. It's stolen by Pirtle. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Dinwiddie passes to Bridges. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Pirtle. Simmons with it. Works it on Siakam. And slam dunk by Simmons.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Barnes here's Van Vliet from the arc. The rebound by the Nets. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet with it. There's the drive. Now Pirtle. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Siakam, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Outside Simmons. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Stolen by Siakam. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Barnes. Banked it in off the glass. Barnes has got 10 points.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big-time play.
Here's Claxton. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And they'll get another chance. Dinwiddie left side. It's stolen by Pirtle. It's Siakam with the drive. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Bridges. Here's Claxton. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Outside Barnes. On the take. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, good whistle there.
First team foul.
That free throw good for Barnes. A big group substitution here for Toronto. Achua's checked in for Pirtle. Boucher comes in for Siakam. Barton, he's checked in for Anunoby. And it's Gary Trent Jr. in for Van Vliet. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Harris. The three is up. Achua with a rebound. Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 14.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
And so it's
32. The net, 19.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Scotty Barnes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
We've got Achua. Otto Porter is out there with Chris Boucher. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Barton in at the 2. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
Porter. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats. And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And here's Harris outside. The shot, no good. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. To the inside. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Porter. And the Raptors lead by 17.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. Shot is up. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
To the paint. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And stolen by Boucher. Back to Trent. The 3 is up. Pass to Barton. It's stolen. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The 3 from Curry. Nails it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
We talk about the importance of shooting while in rhythm. He feels confident doing this from downtown on the break.
Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
Outside for Boucher. Just 5 to shoot. And here's Porter outside. Can't get it to drop. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's O'Neal with the drive. And Boucher with the block. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
The offensive rebound. Achua finds Barton. Here's Porter, pounded by Harris. Back to Boucher. 6 to shoot. Pass to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Here's Thomas. Pure from three-point range. Thomas has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Raptors have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Trent against Curry. And he's going for the lob. Trent, the pass to Porter. And here's Boucher. Inside. Oh, swiped away. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Thomas. Here's O'Neal, covered by Boucher. It's scooped up. Out to Harris. Back to O'Neal. Porter against Harris. Just 4 to shoot. From behind the arc. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. And Toronto has possession. Boucher outside. And that's not going to go. And so it's Toronto, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors,
and there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Ben Simmons. Also Cameron Johnson out there. Nicholas Claxton out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. Bridges right side. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits. Simmons, the pass to Bridges. Counted from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Anunoby can't get it to go. The Nets have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. Pass to Simmons. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Barnes with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. Van Vliet outside. Here's Barnes. Here's Pirtle. And he was fouled in the... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
That's his second.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was previous policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Pascal Siakam.
He's been unguardable in this one, getting whatever he wants out there. He's just simply putting the offense on his back and delivering.
Oh, he's a crowd favorite. This building is never more alive than when he's at his best. And he was beyond at his best tonight. He had this place going crazy. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Nets said to the team. He told them, quote, if we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride. It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Here's Pirtle. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Dinwiddie against Van Vliet. Out to Bridges. Out to the right wing. For 3. He drops it from range. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
It's Barnes on the wing. Anunoby passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Van Vliet, pass to Siakam. Outside Anunoby. It's Barnes on the wing. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Clock at 6. Back to Barnes. That shot missing. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Nets have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Back to Simmons. Pass to Claxton. Bridges against Pirtle. Bridges passes to Simmons. Outside Johnson. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes. The Raptors with a lead. Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. We've got 1:13 left in the final quarter. Anunoby. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
His second personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for Toronto, OG Anunoby.
And he ends up making the second. And that stretches their lead to 8. Brooklyn's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Simmons with a screen on Van Vliet. Pass to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Now here's Van Vliet. Anunoby on the wing. Hurdle with a screen on Dinwiddie. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Here's Claxton, and he dunks it down.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Anunoby. From deep three-point range. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Next ball.
Here's Dinwiddie. Bridges outside. From deep. Off the mark. So the Raptors win it. Even early on in this. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
The Road Warrior Wizards arriving at the arena. That look tells us they are ready to get down to the task at hand. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And now Washington's starting group. Morris and Beal are the guards. Avdia out there with Porzingis. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Now here's Beal. Out to Morris. A three ball. Drills it from outside. Always fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this so hyped where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
Now here's Porzingis. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Kuzma. A shot off that time. Good D by Barnes. Kicks it out to Siakam. Oh, good with the triple.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk.
than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Well, back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's good for 2. And for Avdia, he managed, Brent, to rack up 3 consecutive Israeli League championships.
Yeah, he really was the go-to guy, and he became the youngest MVP in league history at the tender age of 19. So doing all of that before entering the 2020 draft had a lot of NBA teams intrigued that, look, this guy has played in big games and in big moments. Could he do that for us?
And the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Porzingis kicks to Kuzma. Pass to Avdia. Beal dishes to Avdia. Here's Morris. Out to Kuzma. 6 on the shot clock. Beal from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Beal loves to fire off the catch.
The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Caught up with Coach Wes Unseld Jr. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. Long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. Then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Morris. Following the score by Jakob Pirtle. Stolen by Avdia. Morris passes to Avdia. Now Kuzma, covered by Barnes. And the pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Siakam. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. Siakam, right side. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. And the layup's good off the glass. Pirtle's got 6. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And the Wizards, one of these teams that's still in search of an identity. They've got a lot of skilled players, but it's really hard to say right now what this team is all about.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And Beal finds a way to the bucket. How'd he do that?
Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Passes it to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Barnes outside. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Barnes outside. Kuzma pulls it in. Washington's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Morris passes to Avdia. Beal gets a wide-open look. No good on the triple. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Toronto. Anunoby finds Siakam. Back to Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Morris outside. Driving in. The Wizards shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Morris drops them both. And here are the Raptors now, trailing by 2. Here's Van Vliet. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kicks it out to Siakam. 1 second left. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. So at the end of one quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Raptors
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Toronto trailing. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Barnes. Got a piece of it.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block.
Outside for Beal, and stolen by Barnes. VanVleet with it. Guarded now by Morris. VanVleet passes to Siakam. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Anunoby finds Pirtle. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Barnes. Here's Siakam. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
And Siakam always has options in the mid-range. He's a talented shooter who can make that shot.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
And here is Siakam. After the three-pointer from Bradley Beal.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who can shoot a little bit of everything.
And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
Now here's Beal. He's got 8. Morris outside. Kuzma kicks to Morris. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him. Siakam with it. Now Avdia defending.
The insane athleticism of Siakam excels at probing inside and making the D get aggressive.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists, it's a nice way to play.
Here's VanVleet after the basket by Washington. He takes it in. Good on the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Now, here's Kuzma. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Beal. It's up a 3. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. The Raptors have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Takes it out to Siakam. On the wing, Anunoby. And finished off by Siakam.
A high-level athlete with underrated burst. Siakam continues to impress with his ability to finish.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse in 2019. He helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much.
And unafraid to challenge the heart
of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Now here's Porzingis. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. A putback. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. And Siakam throws it down.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Kuzma. There's Beal with the three. Beal with another miss. On the wing, Anunoby. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Morris kicks to Porzingis. Porzingis is double. Avdia the pass to Porzingis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
VanVleet against Morris. On the wing, Anunoby. Barnes down low. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And the Raptors call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade and staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long run.
Thank you, David. Folks.
The Wizards, 22. Fans put their heads together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Checking out now the group for Wes Unseld Jr. to start the second half. We've got Goodwin. Daniel Gafford is out there with Kispert. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Gibson in at center. Here's Kispert. And Wright kicks to Goodwin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr. The Wizards shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. Something that the Wizards struggled with last year, Brent, was a lack of consistency.
Yeah, constantly shifting the rosters and starting lineups. Obviously a new coach, so tactically some different things being deployed. You got to find a dependable foundation, and training camp in the early part of the season for this team really, really important.
The Wizards shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Wizards trail by 3. He kicks it to Goodwin. Wizards passing it around. Right, the pass to Kispert. In the corner, it's Gafford. Right outside. And Gafford throws it down.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
The pass to Porter. Tipped away. Back to Trent. Fires the 3. Porter, no luck.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And they're on break. Goes up. Finishes the break with a slam.
And some nice instincts shown on the defensive end from Barton to get that one started. Comes away with the steal thanks to that effort.
And it's Wright missing.
He rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Trent finds Achua. Rebound, Washington.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wright for three. Sinks the three-pointer. Wright's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Trent passes to Barton. On the wing, Porter. Driving inside. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
In the corner, it's Gafford. Right down low, defended by Trent. Goodwin kicks to Kispert. Just 4 to shoot. Offline with his 3. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. It's a 1-point game. And a wide-open look for Porter. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Coming into the league, Porter didn't have that. Now, after a ton of work, he's a long ball threat.
Right, the pass to Gafford. Here's Goodwin. And another miss by Washington. Toronto leading by 4. It's Barton on the wing. Off target from 3-point range. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So easy to respect Taj Gibson, the way he goes about his business. A strong leader on and off the floor.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Abdias checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kispert. Bradley Beal's checked in for Goodwin. And Morris subbed in for DeLon Wright. Barton outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A hard-working veteran. Barton can do a little bit of everything for you.
You know, it's been an interesting path for Will Barton, trying to find his way onto the floor, but he has not looked back the past couple of seasons. He's added some strength, a little more patience to his game, and he's become a key piece with starter-level talent.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Trent.
Well, the defense better get out there, or Bradley Beal's about to do some serious damage.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Barnes kicks to Barton. He's looking for Poeltl and finds him. They get it back, and the dunk by Poeltl.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Beal can't get it to go. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Raptors lead by 3. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
This is when the teammates feed off of Bradley Beal when he has it going like this.
Toronto calls timeout. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. During the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. Really is fired up about this game.
All right, David, thanks. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Here's Avdia. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Jakob Pirtle. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Toronto?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace, and that's produced some easy scores.
Zingas is checked in for Taj Gibson. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Washington's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Outside for Beal from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 5th assist in this one. Van Vliet looking around to halt the run. Siakam misses. Washington leading now by 4. Nice ball movement by Washington. Morris dishes to Avdia. It's Beal on the wing. Going inside. Out to Morris. Pass to Avdia. Here's Beal, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Now that decision, I think, was tough, but in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Beal with it. And now by Barnes. Barnes against Beal. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Barnes. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's good. And now just a 2-point Wizards lead.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Avdia, the pass to Beal. Sinks the triple. Beal's got 13 points in the second half.
Huge shot from Beal. He's got confidence.
Here's Anunoby. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back down from taking the big shot.
2 minutes remaining.
And Beal kicks to Avdia. Pass to Beal. Kuzma outside. Back to Beal. It's tipped. Porzingis with the ball. And now by Barnes. Porzingis can't hit. Raptors trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
is and how hard it can be sometimes, great to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they recover it. Morris outside. Kicks it to Abia. And it's Beal in the corner. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's good, 2 points. And the Wizards lead by 3.
And Kuzma coming alive with that bucket in the clutch.
On the wing, Anunoby. The feed to Pirtle. Count!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's Beal. Good!
You gotta believe in Beal. You can see why.
Van Vliet finds Anunoby. On the wing, Barnes. Cross to Van Vliet. Back to Barnes. Anunoby against Beal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Anunoby passes to Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Bradley Beal picks one up.
And Siakam wants to be the guy for his team, especially in these types of high-pressure situations.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
And the foul called on OG Anunoby. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and now we've got the intentional foul.
Hey, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And Bradley Beal is the go-to guy. Big chance at the line coming up.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Siakam a screen on Kuzma. And here's Barnes for 3. Misses the 3. Washington, who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry,
Dazai, and thanks for joining us on 2K. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, VA. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So a look at our starters for the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the backcourt pair. Denny Avdia out there with Kristaps Porzingis. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Bridges outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Bridges. And here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Beal outside. And then Beal with the dunk.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there.
And Bradley Beal getting a huge contract this summer. Now, he committed to being with the Wizards for his prime. And there was some speculation he might leave, but he cemented his time in Washington for many years to come.
And Washington has possession after the basket by Brooklyn. That's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Kuzma. Stolen by Bridges. And now the Nets on the break. And here they go. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Now Ben Simmons at 6'11" with elite hops. That's an easy look.
And it's Wizards ball. Knocked away. Stolen by Dinwiddie. Pass to Johnson. Back to Dinwiddie. Outside Johnson. Fires the 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Morris. Here's Avdia. Looking to end the run. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Pass to Claxton. Back to Simmons. Ooh, Morris with a steal. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And it's 6'9", Denny Avdia with great size for a wing grab.
Yeah, B.A. And you combine that with his motor, too. I mean, he's already an excellent defender with the versatility to cover inside and out.
Outside Simmons. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's Bridges on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Claxton. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now, that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Now here's Morris. Pass to Avdia. Kuzma for 3. And he buries his first look.
That's about pre-shot preparation, the anticipation of the pass. Kuzma, easy work.
Outside Simmons. And Bradley Beal is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bridges passes to Johnson. Back to Bridges. Shot on the wing. And there's another one for the Nets.
Yeah, no lack of confidence in Mikal Bridges. This guy believes he can make shots.
They set the screen. Pass to Avdia. The kick out to Morris. The 3. Rebounded by Johnson. The Nets have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Dinwiddie with it. Guarded now by Morris. Simmons, no good. Washington trailing. Beal from outside. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You're talking about one of the sweetest shooting guards in the entire NBA. Bradley Beal from deep. Yes, sir.
Here's Simmons. An easy 2 on the layup. Simmons has got his second basket.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Here's Morris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Beal from outside. And he can't get that one. The Nets have got 7 of 8 in the basket. Dinwiddie left side. Outside Simmons. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Morris. Here's Beal. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Beal's got 7.
But you see how crafty Bradley Beal is. The athleticism helps in the paint. That's nicely done.
For 3, Bridges. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that concludes a back.
Your next U15. Here to put on the show.
Man, it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Wizards.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Cameron Johnson out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Guys, when you consider the firepower that the Nets have, obviously built to contend, but the defensive end has got to improve. We know championships are built and begin with the defensive side of the floor.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. Now here's Simmons. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Dinwiddie. 6 points for him.
Staying strong through the contact. Ben Simmons doesn't back off.
And doors for the Nets defense. Getting back a healthy Ben Simmons will be a big help.
Well, consider, B.A., that Ben was a 2-time first-team all-defense already in his career. Joe Harris is competitively tough and brings size on the wing. And with some defensive depth coming in, getting stops has got to be the focus.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Kuzma. Beal outside. And then Beal with the dunk.
Guys, these big nights are becoming commonplace for Bradley Beal. Every night you know he's going to give you great productivity.
Outside Johnson. The ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Kuzma. Beal with it. And Dinwiddie picks him up defensively. And the basket by Beal.
Oh, that release by Beal just so pure.
Bridges outside. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Bridges. The kick out to Simmons. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. Beal, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
Washington with a rebound. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Avdia. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Well, we know that Kristaps Porzingis can shoot the rock. He's a sweet shooting big, but you'd love to see him use his size in the paint.
Here's Johnson. To the paint. Bridges passes to Johnson. And he banks in the layup. Johnson's got 5 points.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Beal, no good. For Brooklyn, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. The shot no good. And Washington the other way now. Morris outside. Pass to Beal. The kick out to Morris. Avdia from outside. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Brooklyn trailing. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Kuzma outside. Down low. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Puts up a 3. It's not going to go for him. Morris down low. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. He's got 5. Bridges outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie. Dinwiddie's got his 4th assist in this one. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Wizards out in front. They lead by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court for Washington, they've got Todd Gibson. Kispert is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Delon Wright, and it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot.
Well, that's just a good possession. Dorian Finney-Smith moving the ball. He's been working on that aspect of his game.
Pass to Goodwin. Here's Kispert. Lets the 3 fly, and it's Thomas with the rebound. How about this, Doris? The Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979. Unreal.
That's exactly right, B.A. And it gives you some sense of how tough it is to be successful in the NBA. Because it's not that long ago that their backcourt consisted of John Wall and Bradley Beal. Many at the time considered it one of the most dangerous in the league and thought they would be here for over a decade. It does show you how hard sustained success is in the NBA.
Gafford in the post. He's against O'Neal. Pass to Kispert. Here's Goodwin. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Nets foul. Royce O'Neal. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Goodwin. That one is off. Good D by Finney-Smith. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. The 3 from Curry. Gafford grabs the miss. Here's Kispert. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot is good by Goodwin.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's Harris. Pass to Thomas. Here's O'Neal. On the wing, Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Gafford. For the lead. They get it back. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. The Wizards have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Goodwin. Back to Wright. Here's Goodwin. Three-pointer. Drills it from deep. He's got 5.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Here's O'Neal. He's guarded by Gafford.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Here's Gafford. Oh, a special move before that shot.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play 1 or 2, but that passing ability is important at either position. Well, you think about Daniel Gafford being picked in the 2nd round back in 2019. But guys, in 2021, that young man started to find his stride.
Back to Finney-Smith. Rebound, Washington.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Now here's Gibson. He's closely guarded. Over Finney-Smith. And it's Washington with another. And with Gafford, Doris, he earned a 3-year, $40 million deal.
He did, BA, and it had everything to do with what he showed as a starting caliber center in the league. His rebounding, his rim protection, and his value as a vertical threat at the cup, all very worthy of that contract.
O'Neal on the wing. Back to Harris. And here's Curry for 3. Fires in the triple.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
Pass to Gafford. 50 seconds left in the 3rd. Here's Kispert. That shot, no good. Good D by Finney-Smith. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. To the inside, Curry. And Wright with the defensive effort.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
They grab their own miss. Tries again. And yep, it's good.
Okay, DeLon Wright dancing with the basketball, getting that defender to hesitate just a moment, and boom, he's gone.
And here's Curry to the left wing. Here's Thomas. Second chance shot. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater!
Your next.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Ben Simmons. He's out there with Nicholas Claxton. Johnson is out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. So that's the Nets 5. And the shot goes.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
A new lineup here for Washington. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Wizards with a lead. Beal outside. Jacks up a 3. And again, Washington with a triple.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
Bridges outside. Offline with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Beal launches from deep. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Washington has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Porzingis for three. Knocks it down from distance. And it's a 12-point Wizard lead.
Boy, don't let Porzingis get cooking from three-point territory. He is a sweet shooting big man.
And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Rebound by the Wizards.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here are the Wizards now with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Back to Beal. And there are the Wizards with another bucket.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
Dinwiddie finds Bridges. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
For Washington, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Robbed. Dinwiddie with it. Guarded now by Morris. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Rebound by the Wizards. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one. Morris against Dinwiddie. Tries to spin move. Kuzma outside. It's Beal on the wing. It's Avdia on the wing. That three's off the mark. A difficult situation for Brooklyn. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. To stop the drought. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Dinwiddie.
Well, you know Mikal Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Dinwiddie against Morris. Kuzma for three. Dinwiddie with a rebound.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Three-pointer, Bridges. And the Nets, another three.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Morris passes to Kuzma. Here's Beal. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, Johnson. Porzingis grabs the board. Washington has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Pass to Beal. And here's Porzingis. Back to Beal. And there's the lob. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Bridges outside. From deep. Yeah! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Morris against Dinwiddie. Morris with it. Here's Avdia on the wing. Kuzma back to Avdia. On the wing, Kuzma covered by Johnson. And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn with the ball. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. The shot that time not on target. So we see the Wizards get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory.
Will be the Raptors off the tip. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the center. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding. So that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Johnson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Looking at the Raptors roster, basically the entire squad is under 30. Their key players are extremely young, a great sign for the future.
Now here's VanVleet. Barnes outside. Siakam passes to VanVleet. Up and in on the layup. Yeah, youth is on their side. And Smitty, since winning that title in 2019, the Raptors have totally turned over their squad.
Kawhi, Kyle Lowry, Serge Ibaka, all have left Toronto, Kevin, replaced with much younger players. Give Toronto's front office credit for retooling quickly.
Passes it to Barnes. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Siakam kicks to VanVleet. Shoots from the high post. Siakam outside. And he drives in. 6 to shoot. Barnes can't get it to go. Dinwiddie passes to Simmons. Fast break Toronto. Moving it up. Here's Anunoby. Pass to Barnes. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And there's the pass to VanVleet. 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. And a wide open look for Siakam. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist.
At the arc, Siakam can be so dangerous. When he gets an opening, he drills it.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best seasons the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Bridges passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
Now, here's Siakam. VanVleet outside. He dishes it to Pirtle. The shot's good.
I like how Fred VanVleet stays patient. Eyes up, finds the breakdown in the defense.
There's 1:47 left here in the opening quarter. Simmons dishes to Johnson. And Simmons slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Anunoby. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Watch your head. Scotty Barnes comes in fast and soars to the rim.
Claxton the pass to Dinwiddie. Outside, Simmons. Dinwiddie kicks to Simmons. Back to Bridges. Nets passing it around. Johnson can't get it to go. Toronto leading by 3. On the wing, Anunoby. Guarded by Simmons. Barnes outside. Here's VanVleet. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Dinwiddie with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Van Vliet. It's hauled in by Claxton.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Barnes down low. Just 3 on the clock. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Nets. He notched 8 points.
Red, please give a big round of applause for your Nets.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
What they've done is they've looked to push the pace in transition early, and it's paid dividends with their fast break points.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
We've got Bridges. Ben Simmons is out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for the Raptors. They trail by 1. Siakam finds Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. Barnes down low. Johnson's there.
Speed and power on display from Barnes on that dunk.
And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Pocket 2 and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Van Vliet against Bridges. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Pirtle. Rebound, Brooklyn.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Dinwiddie passes to Johnson. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Johnson's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the net.
And the Raptors call time here. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
And here are the Raptors now, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn.
The defender didn't block that dunk, but he changed it, and that's as good as a block.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And so determined. Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Really a good season for him overall. Last year, when you look at the number, 83% from the line.
Now here's Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Elevating his playmaking over time, Siakam recognizes when his teammates have clean looks.
Outside, Simmons. Back to Dinwiddie. Pirtle with the steal. Got a piece of it. On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Pirtle. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game.
And you look at Jakob Pirtle, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Now here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Johnson, good. And the Nets lead by 3.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Bucket is good.
Much improved footwork, and he's already strong. Anunoby getting it done inside.
We've got 1:28 left in the first half of basketball. Kicks it out to Johnson. Offensive rebound, Nets. Bridges up top. Clock at 6. And another shot. That shot missing. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Siakam outside. Barnes outside. Anunoby in the corner. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Shakes him. And the layup is up and in. Pirtle's got 6.
And you have to credit Anunoby. He's put in the work to become a better playmaker.
To the middle. And it is flushed down with a nice jam. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Siakam outside. To the inside. And it's Barnes stepping it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now, here's Bridges. Passes it to Claxton. The shot will not fall. Good D by Anunoby. The kick out to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Here's Siakam. And that one clearly, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some,
the previous play is under review.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That one, no good. And a
23. The Raptors, 24.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Brooklyn trailing. So for Toronto right now, we've got Chris Boucher. He's out there at Porter. Achua is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Flynn in at the 1. Harris misses. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Thomas kicks to Curry. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Claxton. Out to Harris. Down low. And O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Brooklyn. Right side, Porter. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nets making a switch here. Finney Smith's checked in. Now, here's Boucher. Here's Trent. O'Neal with the rebound. And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power? the star talent to win big.
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
Now, here is O'Neal. Following the miss by Gary Trent Jr. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Yes, that goes in. Achua's got his first bucket in this one.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best.
Oh,
no, he didn't.
As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Driving in. They get it back. Achua. And the dunk by Boucher.
From super close range, Chris Boucher. The coaches love seeing that one.
Curry against Flynn. Curry kicks to Harris. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Here's Finney Smith. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Thomas with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Fires from 14. Goes back up. Outside for Curry. And the pass to Finney Smith. Outside Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. There's the dish to O'Neal. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Curry against Flynn. Boucher with a screen on Curry. A nice shot by Flynn. And now a 3-point Toronto lead.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind it out game.
Thomas dishes to O'Neal. Stolen away. Finney Smith up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Boucher's got his second basket.
Chris Boucher's coaches and teammates love seeing this. They know how efficient he can be inside.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. You talk about a defensive menace. That's Dorian Finney-Smith.
He has a knack for coming up with a big defensive play. Often lines up against the opponent's most important offensive play.
Shot's good by Achua.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
O'Neal a screen on Flynn. Curry passes to O'Neal. Back to Curry. Shoots a fader. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Flynn against Curry. Boucher in the post. And the dunk by Boucher.
Oh, how about the up fake there, Kev? Worked like a charm and gave him a clear lane to the basket.
GA, that is one of the prettiest moves out there if you can pull it off, and he did. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Harris inside the line. Curry kicks to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Curry passes to Harris. For the tie. Not going to go that time. Here's Porter, and we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
Please give a big round of applause.
We're now a chance to show you assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Mikal Bridges. Johnson is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point. So that's the Nets 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Toronto calls timeout. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed. Guys?
Thank you, David. Siakam outside. Driving the lane.
Playing with great activity, Pascal Siakam's become so proficient off the bounce.
And the first one drops. Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Nets. And so he hits both. Now, here's Bridges. In the corner, Simmons with it. To tie it up. Bridges misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. .60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Nets trail by 5. Inside, and stolen by Siakam.
Mikal Bridges, second personal foul. Team seconds. Shooting for Toronto.
Throw good, Van Vliet. Smitty OG Anunoby from the UK has had a nice impact on the game.
And he said he wants to grow the game in England. OG's hoping to open up some paths to the NBA for young players from the UK.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
3.
Siakam's got the lead up to 9 now for the Raptors.
Great shooting instincts from Pascal Siakam. He knew he had that quick shot in the bag.
Cans it from downtown.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Van Vliet passes to Anunoby. At the crossover, and it's blocked. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Poeltl with the block.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Poeltl. Wonderful timing right there.
Drains the three-pointer. Now it's just a 3-point Raptor lead.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Anunoby. Barnes kicks to Van Vliet. Siakam inside. Headed by Simmons. And Siakam with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. Siakam's got 9 points now in the quarter. Anunoby against Bridges. Outside, Simmons. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And here's Barnes for 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion
Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Van Vliet against Bridges. Hurdle. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
This team needs him to step up, and Pirtle doesn't hesitate. Just goes on the attack.
Free throw, no good for Pirtle. Here's Sumner. Shoots over Van Vliet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one goes on Anunoby. So the first one drops, and that brings them within 2. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Over Simmons. Pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet on the wing. 6 to shoot. The kick out to Barnes. Yes!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Simmons sets a screen for Bridges. To the inside. Count!
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Anunoby in the corner. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Jakob Pirtle connecting in the clutch.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
They're trailing by 3. We've got 33 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Thomas checked in for Edmund Sumner. The Raptors also with a sub. Trent's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Trent outside. Kicks to Pirtle. Out to the right wing. Anunoby passes to Barnes. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
This is where you want to run a play. Don't just walk it up and heave it.
And Simmons, just such a gifted player. Someone who is mentally strong in these situations.
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. This